Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Akcess all areas, season 2. Who'd have thought it? Look, back bigger and stronger than ever. A new wallpaper's been implanted whilst I've been away. And you'll notice my fresh wallpaper in behind. You'll also notice that none of the Gloucester-Hartpury ladies are on the wall behind yet. That's because headshots are happening as we speak, but they will be put on there. See all your favourite PWR back-to-back champs on there as of next week. But that's enough about the girls for a moment, because I'm going to have somebody stealing my seat shortly. 2 of the stars of pre-season join me today, Jack Singleton and Max Llewellyn. Hey, what about that? Max Llewellyn, my centre partner for my final ever game of rugby. Here he is.
Who was that?
On the sofa. Bristol.
Bristol. Oh, it's a tough.
That's a
dark
why
day.
is it that's a dark day?
Yeah.
It's my final ever game, Max. I know you're on about.
Huh?
That's my final ever game.
Yeah.
That's where we
It was a
thought.
tough result.
We thought there was a blossoming
It was a
relationship.
great day. Great day for me to play with you.
We thought there was a blossoming relationship, and then wasn't to be. Jack, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Nice to have you back on the sofa. I would
Thank
like
you.
to say on behalf of all Gloucester fans, we've missed you.
Thank you very much.
I personally have missed you. Live Show wasn't the same last year.
Yeah, it was very nice. Do I need to
Keep that to your mouth there. That's what microphone's for, bud.
I wasn't sure if it was just a
Do you
prop
know
or not.
what's amazing? When nobody knows your name in too long, you don't have to do any of this media stuff, do you?
Whoa. Come on.
I must say, everybody saw the clip, the impact that you must have made. Everyone saw the clip of you being led through the tunnel at the end of a season like a hero. Well, I say everyone, we got it sent to us from you on our group, didn't we? But
Yeah, that was for all the leavers. That wasn't just like a
you said it was just for you.
solo walkout for me. But yeah, that was quite a cool moment. The last home game, they do a send off. And yeah, that was
You got the real send-off you deserved
yeah,
after
it
putting a
was-
shift in.
yeah,
Max, we can only imagine the shift that he has put in off the pitch over there. I imagine he committed himself, didn't he?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Out in the sunshine, he'd be loving it.
One thing you get from Singo is commitment, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm quite shy, and when I first went over there, and quite quiet. I think it was a bus trip back from Oyonnax. I think they found out who I was.
You
who
really,
I really was.
you
yeah.
really cut loose,
Yeah,
did you?
that was
What we're going to do is we're going to chat a little bit more French, French holiday for a year. Max obviously been ripping up trees in pre-season, and then just want to move on to this game coming up.
Okay,
So
and can we also just touch on what you've been up to recently?
yeah, well, I mean,
I think it's important the fans know.
thank you, Jack. It's almost sincere that from you as well. Yeah, I did. It's been a strange few weeks. I tried to run the half marathon in aid of the foundation and for Ed. I would actually say thank you to a lot of fans for reaching out. I don't know how it spread round, but and I collapsed during the marathon due to sort of heat exhaustion, I guess, and ended up doing a couple of days in a coma in Gloucester Royal. Thankfully, I am fine now. I was able to walk out of there, out the ICU a week later, and spent a couple of weeks recovering. But it's been a strange time. But I would just like to take the moment to thank the staff in there. Are honestly like angels, genuine angels. I've got all the time in the world for the people who work there, and I am on the mend. So it's going to take a while, probably processing. I had some amazing people around me. Lids has been through the ringer. It's safe to say she's had a lot to deal with. Just speaking to constant people updates and also just processing all herself. She saw some, I didn't see anything because I was passed out for a few days, but she saw some pretty horrific stuff. So yes, I am back. I'm ready to host, and people will see me at match day on Saturday. So looking forward to that. But Max has been, what did I say to you when you shaved your head 3 weeks ago?
You did say when people shave their head, they tend to have a tear-up season.
It's a superhero strength. You shave your head, you're man of the match every week.
Yeah.
And it's been working, hasn't it?
It's been paying off so far.
Yeah.
2 from 2 in terms of tries, but it's just pre-season, isn't it? Just don't get too big too early.
It's just pre-season, isn't it?
Yeah.
The tendency is to read into it, but it's nice to score tries, it's nice to go front foot, isn't it? I paid the £6 fee against Munster, by the way.
Did you?
Yeah, I've still got it, so I'll be watching no Munster games this year for £72, I imagine. I've not cancelled it. That's a reminder to myself. Could someone remind me to cancel my subscription, please? Because I'm sure there's a few Gloucester fans out there that have still got a subscription. Saw you run some great lines. Obviously got over the try line, but also just busting holes like we know you can.
Yeah.
How do you feel, like, physically, and also just feel a bit more, like, feel better in the squad this year? Feel more comfortable?
Yeah, definitely. It's obviously a bit tough, obviously, coming to a new squad. When I first come, I actually didn't know anyone, so it's just obviously a bit transition period to get to know the players, get to know the coaches. But in terms of what we're doing actually this season, and we said that we're trying to look to attack a bit more. I think it's definitely suiting a lot of the players that we got, and like myself, it's more opportunities to get on the ball, and especially when kind of get close line, and I get I'm able to just show myself and come on these little shoulder balls or coming off 9. I think it just really suits me, and I'm hoping that's why I've seen a few tries in pre-season. Hopefully, can carry on. But
it's going to be hard for Gloucester, though, isn't it? Come the autumn internationals when our 9, 10, 12 are back playing for Wales. That's what you said, didn't you? Singo, there's an amazing feeling, and this will happen in all 10 squads this week. Pre-season's been great. Everyone's best mates. Coaches are great. We'll all have drinks together, go on a social together, do this, do that, and then you get to the week where selection is. And we have to remember, people aren't mates. People are there to be picked to win games, people have got jobs on the line, people have got this. So how has that transition been? Obviously, you've seen it a number of times, number of teams, but like that is the same thing every year for everybody, isn't it? How has that been this week? How's the training been off the back of it?
Yeah, I think it's been good so far. I think it's important to recognise that people are going to always be disappointed, and they need to have like a moment or some time to themselves to just like process it on whatever, or do what they need to get over it, whether that's a chat with Skivs or another coach or something, but then realise the bigger picture is the weekend. And I think from training yesterday and training today, it's been good so far, for sure.
That's good. And do you think the bringing in slightly older, we touched on, joking about the 9, 10, 12, and they've had a lot of chat over pre-season, but like having those older players coming in, the likes of Thomas, the likes of Gareth Wadey, everybody being a year more into this cycle. Max talked about being more comfortable this year and having knowing everybody in the group. Do you feel coming back in, that's a different group that you're coming back into?
Yeah, definitely for me. Like,
you didn't know anyone, did you?
Last year, I wasn't sure who I was going to hang out with this year, in all honesty. But no, it's been good. Like the new lads have fitted in well, and boys have come out their shell pretty early in pre-season, which is always nice to see. And I think there's always been that crop of youngsters who are now more first team players, and they're going to be involved more week to week and stuff like that. So no, it's been pretty easy fitting back in, bar you left me in the dark on lift share with Fred. But
that's dangerous by anyone's stretch. Yeah. Maxie,
yep.
We'll come on to Singer likes to talk about Sarries, so I'll come to you first, because obviously I don't know if you know, but he won a few things there.
I didn't win anything.
He got them.
I got relegated on my first
He got them
day.
relegated, and he cost them 35 points. Actually, he was the. They called the straw that broke the camel's back. Him and Elliot Daly. Jack Singleton, Elliot Daly. They only put Elliot Daly into all the articles, but Jack Singleton was right alongside him. 2 England internationals signed when they were already over the cap. So whoa. Jack likes to talk about Sarries anyway. Come to you. What do you think we're expecting? Obviously, they've had a big change, haven't they? Faz going. Obviously, the Vunipola brothers leaving as well. But I think obviously Faz, but most important, Burke, the lad from New Zealand, has come over here to stake a claim and play for England. I believe, everything I've been told, is a very, very good player and sort of a similar player to Faz. I don't know what you've seen in pre-season, what you've been talking about.
Yeah, what we've just kind of seen, they notoriously were a team that, didn't keep the ball for too long periods of time, and they look to get rid of it. They do play a bit more, but they're still the same if they're not going anywhere. They will look to relieve some pressure. But I mean, especially when we're attacking, they're pretty relentless with how they blitz. They come up really aggressive. try shut it off. So there's a lot of challenges there that we need to try get round, and that's what we've been trying to figure out in training. Obviously, can't say too much here on what's going on.
Backs, but you have come up with some strategies that we may or may not see come 5:30 on Saturday. That you're confident overcomes that. You've been working on individual things for Sarries, have you?
Oh yeah, for sure, for definite. You know, we've all been working as a team on how to get around that and how we're different ways of getting around it. But we've definitely come up with a few little options that we're hoping will come into the game and prove good for us.
It's tough, isn't it? You always make plans for them, but you just know it's coming. You know it's coming, don't you? Singo, you obviously know. You said to me it's a straight face-to-face. You, Jamie, it's a coin. Every time, isn't it? Every time. It's a coin toss for the England shirt. That's what we say. Whoever comes out on top in this game will no doubt wear the shirt come the autumn. Is that right?
No, I don't think that's correct.
I think he's got an unfair advantage now. He's got the armband.
Being captain,
yeah, that's
selfish.
It is a bit, isn't it? Do you know the moment Borthers gave him that? Did you die a little bit inside?
I contemplated announcing my retirement from international match.
You don't do that. But in all seriousness, you know the Sarries boys better. What do you think will have happened within that group this summer? Faz leaving, like we said, Macca and Billy. Do you think that's going to be a fresh start for them? Do you think they're going to reinvent themselves?
It's hard to say because you don't know what's going on inside there, but probably not, to be honest. Like, you still go through their team sheet and it's like Benel, Jamie George, Marrow, Theo Dan, another international, Ironi Maui, Ian,
just dropping in Theo Dan, another international. Don't be doing that like you.
Elliot Daly.
Don't be doing that like you mean it. Oh, I know Theo Dan, yeah.
No, but they're still a team littered with international players and that quality. So, like they've obviously lost big presences in Owen and the Vunipolas, but I think that pedigree is still there and that quality is still there. Before
we move on to a game, just one genuine question. Do you think they'll still be building every week?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do your impression to camera?
No.
Do your impression of Faz to camera? I think he watches.
I'm not doing it.
I think Faz will be in Paris watching this.
From his penthouse in Paris.
He'll be watching this, sat on a bed of money going, building, week on week. So obviously we touched on the idea you're spending a year around some mental fans in the south of France, which looked incredible. But being away from here and getting a feeling, we had the fans' day at Kingsholm. How much have you missed being here and obviously people knowing who you are?
Cheers for that. No, I did miss Gloucester a lot. I loved my time over there, but like you do miss out on the interactions, especially like they have a lot of foreign players in Toulon, which made it easy to fit in. But sort of within the whole squad, my French was non-existent, so it's hard to mix with those people and fans as well. I mean, you can guess at what they're saying. And you can pretend what it is in your head, but you don't really know.
And they're shouting and swearing at you and doing,
Oh, thank you.
Well, look, it'll be the same on Saturday. Don't worry about that.
But no, it's been nice being back in the changing room with all the boys, and really looking forward to.
Just to confirm, Gloucester fans, Singo was talking about the French fans he didn't understand. He understands your accents absolutely perfectly, and he can't wait to see you again Saturday night. Isn't that right?
Exactly that. Yeah.
Right. Well, fellas, I'm excited because we have two foreign speakers on the sofa, don't we? Obviously, Max, you went to school, a Welsh school, correct? And Jack, you've spent a year in France, so you are essentially...
Do you know Welsh?
Yeah.
You are essentially a French speaker now, aren't you?
Yeah.
But essentially, in your best Welsh and French accents, you're going to say the word/phrase, and Jack's going to translate. So Max, if you go first...
So just... say what's on here.
You say it, and Jack will translate it in French.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you.
Correct. I just had to look at them. Yeah. I should know this as well because I've actually got a GCSE in
I'm
French.
Going next in the Welsh.
Yeah.
Borda.
Good morning.
One
Nice,
all.
mate.
Is that good pronunciation?
Yeah, not too bad. Escargot.
That's lovely.
Snails.
Is it?
Oh, both, yeah. Lovely pronunciation. Good from you, Jack. This will be good for you.
Lekidda.
More that.
Lekidda.
Yechida.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like good health, like, yeah, good health.
I've got cheers on here. But
Yeah,
good
cheers,
health-
yeah, like, if you, before a pint, you'd be like,
Okay. And
Yechida.
what was the phrase?
Huh?
Yechida.
Yechida,
Yeah, there we go.
Yechida.
Well, we'll go 2
I
all.
said it right.
Yeah.
2 all.
You did say really good.
These have been toned down because I wanted things for Jack to say like, Toulon paid me a lot of money, that sort of thing. But they've been toned down a little bit, so you carry on.
Soleil?
Pardon?
Soleil? Soleil?
Sunny.
Yeah, that's good enough, yeah.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm saying it to you.
Yeah, go on.
Sunny? Okay. Log.
Half the battle is the pronunciation.
Loger. Loger.
Loger.
Is it double L?
Yeah.
You have to, do you know what? He's giving you clues.
Okay.
You've had enough. Come with a guess.
Glor.
I think that's good.
Loger.
You should know that. That's how I would read that if I was reading it.
Do you want to give him the answer to that?
The answer is England.
England. Soiger.
Yeah, just what he said.
Singer.
That's what he said.
Soiger.
Yeah. Singer's winning.
Essay?
Try.
Yeah. Yours are easier.
I did my lessons. Gair Lowell. Law. Gair Law.
Gair.
Gair Law.
That's your last chance. He's had 3
Loyal.
times out of it.
Gair Loyo, is it?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Gair Loyo. That's a place,
Okay.
I think. I don't actually know what it.
That is Gloucester.
Ah.
You should have known that one. We'll cut that. We'll edit that one out for Big Max.
Just go
I
Gloucester.
knew that it's Gloucester. What have we had? Essay, melee.
Scrum.
Honestly, back to, I prefer the pronunciation in Welsh anyway.
Pref. It's two words.
Yeah.
Pref. High forward.
Prif Fordwood.
Pref high forward.
Prif Fordwood.
What does that
George
mean?
Skivington's head coach, is it?
Why are you guys that panic in your eyes? As you
The
say
game
this?
isn't for you to just say it in Welsh what he's trying to say. Like you have to. Wow.
Partisans.
Partisans. I actually don't know.
We've got that down here as fans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good pronunciation though.
Thank you.
Quir.
I don't know how to say
That was our word.
Quir.
Kuru. Is it Kuru? That's not.
That's how it's.
What did you say? Quir.
Kuru. Is it?
What's that?
Is it beer?
Yeah. That's not a word, you know. That's a
How do
mumbling.
you say it?
Kuru.
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 It's KWRW.
Yeah.
Kuru.
Kuru.
That's not a real word either. Not a real word.
Un. Talonné. Talonneux.
Hooker.
Yeah. Yours are easy.
They are very easy. These, I'm having more difficulty with the questions. Confidence. Herlaith. Herlaith. Oh no, what's double L? Herlaith.
I think that's good.
Two words again.
Yeah.
First, her. Is the second.
So what does her translate to?
HY.
No, her. As in
Oh. Hair. Hair.
head.
No, hair.
Her.
I don't know.
The English spelling
yeah.
her.
English spelling her.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll break this
Okay.
texture. We've got this down as milk challenge.
Oh, hair scythe. Yeah.
Scythe.
Oh, so it does work.
Oh,
Yeah,
close.
head scythe, yeah.
And last, you've not got any more Frenchies because the French ones were rubbish, but please carry on with this thing. I could do this all day.
I think I've got this one. Roland Dis. Roland Dis.
That's good. Maybe it's
There's no double L's.
No double L's.
Is it an RH?
Yeah. What's that pronunciation?
Like,
Roland.
I don't know.
Rolling. Maybe it's rolling.
Roland.
No, what have you got? What is it?
Dice roll.
Oh, yeah. Roland dice, yeah.
So
That was actually pretty good. I didn't realise it was two words. I thought you had it as one.
do you know what? We will say that's a draw because I think you both gave it your all on the pronunciations.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Fellas, I'm excited for Saturday, 5:30. What do you reckon's that time, by the way?
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
Yeah?
I like the idea of them staggering games so you can actually watch.
Everyone's on TV. I wasn't
Saturday
going to
full
ask
of
that.
code.
That just came to me, but yeah. As a fan, I like the idea of getting to watch every single game and really nausy.
Yeah.
I think it's good for the fans because you could do something in the morning. It doesn't take up your night.
Yeah.
If it's like 8 o'clock kickoff and you're on Friday, sometimes it can be a bit.
I know
You're out late.
I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You'll be in Home Britannica by 9.
Yeah, you know.
We'll leave it there. That's it, ladies and gents. Episode 1 of season 2 is in the bag. I feel like I probably should say au revoir and hwyl fawr before I throw to Kelsey to speak to the girls. Thank you. See you next time.
Thanks, Aki. That was absolute chaos. Now we're going to chill it out a little bit and speak to some of the girls. Hey girls, how are we?
Hi, good, how are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you. So just want to speak a little bit and get in depth about this season. You know, what's our thoughts? We've been back to back, you know, how does that like maybe bring some pressures, or how does that look for this season coming ahead? Mia, if you want to dive into that a little bit.
Start heavy. I think it's a lot of pressure, but this year we've got a lot of new girls in. So obviously this pre-season's been really good because we've had to like integrate a lot of new people, learn our moves, learn our culture, and that's a big thing for us. I mean, I think everyone knows our culture is like one of our top priorities. So
Absolutely.
I don't know, Ellie might have been shocked of it. I don't think she's been hit fully by the circus culture yet, but it will come later on in the season, I'm sure. But yeah, that's just our main focus at the moment, is getting everyone integrated.
Absolutely, and obviously you just mentioned about a lot of our new girls coming in and like coming up from the pathway and things. Like, Ran, how pivotal is that going to be obviously for the short season that we have now, and what does that look like for us with those coming in?
Yeah, I think it's going to be really important. It's quite a good, with the friendlies, it's quite a good opportunity for girls to put their hands up early. In the 9 seasons I've been here, this is the shortest pre-season we've ever had, which is mental. So I think it's been quite intense, but it's been really good. It's been really good. The girls have integrated really well. So yeah.
Just looking, obviously, we're quite fortunate that we have a lot of internationals in our teams and things. How do you think that, first part of the season is going to look for us then? The fact that a lot of our internationals are away, we need girls to step up and fill those spaces and things. What do you think that's going to look like?
Yeah, well, I think we've got to step up basically in the absence of everyone else. But I think it's a good thing to kind of just be thrown in. Kind of pressure makes diamonds,
Yeah, exactly. We've got a lot of young girls as
Yeah.
well, so it's not even about just stepping up, but we have a lot of girls that can get that experience in Prem, which is a rare thing to have nowadays. And as the league's growing and as the quality of rugby is getting better, to have that experience is a great thing. It's so early on in their career as well.
Lush. And Elle, just a little bit.
I'll take both.
So Elle, new in this season and things. Obviously, last season was a bit all over the place for yourself, but settled in at Ealing and then decided to obviously make the move and come and join the circus. How are you excited to integrate yourself into this season and get ready for it?
Yeah, like Mia says, I've not actually experienced the full circus way yet, but yeah, I'll give it a few weeks and I'm sure we'll have
really
it.
Don't want to.
Yeah, God, yeah, I need to prepare myself for that. But no, like the girls are lovely. I've been welcomed really nicely from staff and players alike, so it's been really nice like getting in. Obviously, had to learn everything pretty quickly, but like no, the team's amazing. Like the coaches are unbelievable, and it's just been a really nice environment to come into.
Awesome. And as a 10, obviously it's quite an important role for us. Like, how are you fitting in there? Are you happy to take charge of things? And I definitely know a lot of girls will look to you on the pitch and things like that. How has that been, straight into a new team, but actually taking on responsibility as well in that sense?
Yeah, it's been quite a lot. Like I don't want to come in and just try and
say too much, like try and bed myself in like quite nicely with a few of the girls. But no, it's quite funny. Obviously, like a lot of the girls that come up through the path, but it's actually making me feel a bit old now because I'm only 23, but I feel like, oh my god, these girls are 18 coming in. But no, like,
I was going to say, watch yourself.
I know that's what's
sitting next to somebody who's a little bit older than you. Right?
yeah, that's what's strange. But no, like, it's nice. I like to teach the girls like how to do things as well. So if they have any questions, I try and answer it as well as I can. Obviously, and leaning on the girls that have been here for a while as well has been nice. But yeah, been a pretty good pre-season so far.
Awesome. And Ran, just coming back to you, I know we mentioned obviously it's like a very short season and things like that, you know.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about obviously what is coming up for women's rugby next season and like why it's a short season and how that looks?
Yeah, so the 2025 World Cup is at home for England. So what they've done basically is we don't have Cup this year. So the PWR Up series, the regional friendlies, have replaced Cup to prep the teams going into the season without internationals. So when everyone comes back, well, when are you guys back? Is it November?
I believe November time, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got, I think, 2 or 3 games where the internationals are going to be away. And then everybody will come back. But the league actually finishes, I think the final's 16th of March, which is basically so that it gives the international girls that have been away time to rest, recover, and then you go flying into your pre-season ready for the World Cup, which is going to be mad.
Yeah.
Which is going to be huge.
Super exciting.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've spoke about maybe there might be some added pressure in the year on like the season and how that looks this season. How as a squad are we going to deal with that? You know, how are we going to like challenge each game and things like that? What do you think we'll put in place there to make sure we take it game by game?
Okay. Well, as Ranni said, obviously it's a condensed season, so I think it's important to have depth within our squad. I mean, a lot of girls are going to be playing a lot of minutes this season. I mean, they already have so far. And we've got girls going away, have been away with bars, they've already got minutes under their belt. So having depth in the squad is really going to help us and just share that load of game time and hopefully give an entertaining performance. Let's go back to back to back.
Don't finish that
off. No, you can't swear.
No, I've been told I can't swear apparently.
Super exciting times obviously, and you know we speak a lot about those youngsters and those girls coming in and getting opportunity, but actually the depth I guess is like probably the biggest part for us to allow us to actually, you know, blood girls, give them that experience. And
it's also about trusting the girls that we have. It's all well and good saying you've got depth and you've got all this talent and you've got have this amazing pathway, but if we don't trust the girls that we're putting on the pitch, it's not going to mean anything. You can say all you want, but you have to do it as well.
And I think that's probably something, and Elle, you'll learn this as you integrate yourself more and more in the squads, but we do a lot of talking, and you know, we're the circus, we're there to entertain and inspire the next generation, but I think actually our performances is there to back that up as well. So I think, I guess, take one game at a time and see where the season leads us.
Week by week.
And that is a wrap. Episode 1, week 1, complete of Akcess all areas. Thank you from me, Kelsey Jones, listening to me waffle on while Aki had a little bit of time off. We hope to see you back next week. Thanks, guys.